Oh, you two were on. I was way off. You two were perfect. All right, welcome back to the Crowd Chatter podcast. This is right after our AFC video where it was just us two. We thought Calvin might be coming on, and then Sam came on too. So we've completely shifted gears to do our college football fantasy draft. So that is Calvin up there. That is Mitch up there. That is Sam to the side. I'm Jacob. Let's get this underway. Now, I completely froze the envelope to make sure that I got the number one pick again. I'm just kidding. It was completely random. Mitch can attest. I'm innocent.
Mhm.
But I did get the number one pick again, and I'm not wasting it on Alabama this year. I promise. I'm picking Georgia. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The two back-to-back champions. Moving on. Sam, who's your number one pick? Though I think I know.
As Sam is next, and then it will be me in third, and then Calvin will take fourth right behind me. And like Ostrobensky said, it's a snake draft. But Sam, all
That's splendid.
Oh, I'm gonna take.
yeah.
I'm gonna take Michigan, but he's wearing Michigan, so I'm taking.
you. Yeah, so he's taking me.
I'm gonna take Mitchell. All right. He's gonna take Michigan, which, shocker of the year award. Also, real quick for the description, if you guys haven't ever seen this before, we get 10 picks. We have to pick one team from each Power 5 conference, 3 group of 5 teams, and then we get 2 wild cards. Can be in any order we want. Anyway, Mitch, over to you for the third pick.
All right. Well, jeez, I hate when it does that. But there's Michigan and Georgia have been my mainstays for the past 2 years, so I actually have to, pick somebody new this year. So there's a lot of teams of which I could really go for, but I'm going for an ACC team actually, and I am taking Florida State. I
You weren't
love.
going to get back to me.
I love this Seminole team. They got a lot of transfers in. They got several of their guys from last year returning. I like the Seminoles a ton. This is a fantastic team. And a wide open ACC as well, where Clemson's pretty much the only good team in that conference. I like Florida State big time, especially to go to the playoff and possibly even win a championship, but that's more of a long shot. But I like Florida State very much to go to the playoff.
No divisions either, so
yeah,
they
no
could technically
divisions
lose to
either,
Clemson
so.
in the regular season
and still end up
go to
going
the championship game.
Precisely.
Exactly. All right,
So,
Calvin, you've got the fourth
Calvin
pick, and then you've got the first pick of the next round.
Yep.
All right, I'm not going to overthink this one. I'm going to go Alabama.
Okay.
This Saban, everything he puts into the program, all the players that they get. The last 2 years have been down years. Like they haven't been down years. They just haven't won national championships. So, Georgia's a powerhouse. You got to get through them to make the playoffs, like generally. But they're just stacked. Saban's the best coach in the country by a decent bit, honestly. And so I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm gonna go Bama. And then with my next pick,
Only nervous about their quarterback situation.
yeah, but
That's the only thing that scares me about them.
I know, but some teams you don't even need a quarterback. Look at Stetson Bennett.
That's true.
But and then I get the next pick, right?
Yep, you get back to back.
Yes, you do.
All right, I'm gonna draft this team for the reason this might be an overdraft, but for the reason that I don't think they'll be available when I next go around. So I'm gonna take Washington because Penix, the quarterback, he's a stud. I think that he could think he could be a top 3 pick in this year's draft, if not higher. He has the only thing that scares me is his injury history, but just the player itself, he's awesome. He's returning the majority of his offense. I love the head coach over there. They run a great system that fits Penix's abilities, and then their defense should even get better this year. In a what's the division? In a Pac-12 conference. Sorry, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Pac-12 conference that's not generally the best right now. You got Utah's great. You have Oregon's great, but there's not like a standalone team. So Washington could
Fair enough.
earn some heads this year.
Fair enough. All right, Mitch, back to you for your next pick.
Well, I was going to pick a Pac-12 team. Fortunately, it was not Washington because I am actually taking USC.
USC.
They did burn me
I
a
know
little
you.
bit last year, but this team went and hit the transfer portal hard for some defensive players, and they also got a couple recruits that defense will be healthy. And they still have pretty much the same offense that they had a year ago, minus Jordan Addison. But replace that with replace that with Dorian Singer from Arizona and the top 10 recruit at receiver. I mean, okay. So USC, I really like this team. I did like them last year too, but of course I didn't realize they had absolutely no defense to speak of. But but I think this year the defense will be a lot better, and the offense will be mostly the same. And I think so. I'm going with USC. And next is Sam Ward.
Sam, you are back up for your second pick.
That was my pick, Mitchell.
All right, who are you going with the second pick then?
I'm going to go to the Big 12. I'm going to go back to Max Duggan. I saw him play in person. Going with TCU. I really like that kid. He's a good leader.
Not
And
there,
I think
though.
TCU.
I was about to say
Duggan's
he's
gone,
next
though.
year, so best of luck with him.
Sam, Max Duggan got drafted.
He's in the
That
NFL.
shows
TCU
how much
anymore.
I pay attention to sports anymore.
Well,
do you want to?
he
I will.
made
I
the
will.
pick.
I will
the
give
pick,
you a
guys.
chance. I'll give him a chance to change his pick.
No.
Do you want to stick with TCU?
I really don't pay attention to football. I'm sorry. Apparently, you got a non-football watcher on this podcast.
All right. Are you sticking with TCU?
I'm gonna go with. I'll go with Texas.
Okay. All right. You've made my choice for me then, because that was going to be one of my picks. All right. He's made my pick for me. So since I do not have Texas on the board anymore, I am. I said I wasn't going to pre-recording this podcast, but
Oh boy.
I have to. They're gonna, even if they lose to Michigan, they're gonna out-talent everybody else in the Big Ten. So give me Ohio State. I hope they lose to Michigan again, but even if they do lose to Michigan, they're probably going to go 11-1 and out-talent everybody else in that division, in that conference, because the conference is just, not that it's not good, but they're just more talented than everybody. You can plug and play them in just like Calvin was saying, some teams don't need a quarterback. Ohio State doesn't need a quarterback with how good their wide receivers are.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they're not going to get back to me, and you know me. I love to take my G5 teams early, so give me Tulane in a down American conference that just lost Houston, lost UCF, and lost Cincinnati.
But we'll have
Pretty
UTSA
much.
now.
We'll have UTSA, but UTSA also lost Zachary Franklin. So Frank Harris comes back, which is good, but they did lose their best receiver. So give me Michael Pratt, give me Tulane. They should be the clear front runners for the American and probably the best G5 team. So I'll take them a little bit earlier. Might be a little bit of an overdraft, but I wanted to secure them. All right,
And
Sam,
we
back
go
to
back to Sam, who, holy cow, he's got Michigan and Texas. He's got like the biggest football programs there is in college football. I mean, he can take Oklahoma with them.
Well, you got Florida State and USC.
That's true. I got two
big
huge programs too.
I don't know. I have Bama,
All right.
So
You do got
as
Bama.
big as
That's
you can
good.
get.
All right, Sam. Who else you taking?
I'll go with another team that's usually pretty consistent. I'm going to go with out of the Pac-12, the Oregon Ducks.
Okay, good old Bo Nix.
Bo Nix,
Good
old Bo
Oregon.
Nix.
Okay.
All right. Mitch, you're up next. Who you got?
Yep, it now comes around to me, and so I have ACC, I have Pac-12. There's already two Big Ten teams taken, and there's really only one great team, I think, left in that conference, so I'm taking Penn State. I like
Okay.
I like the Nittany Lions. They have a very good run game. They have a very good. I like their quarterback a lot. Drew Aller's really good. They still have a solid defense. So I'm all over taking Penn State, which yet again is another huge program. I'm just picking all the massive football programs right now. But Penn State, I really like them. I think it's going to be between Michigan, Ohio State, or Penn State for the Big Ten East. I think it's pretty close between Penn State and Ohio State, and then Michigan too. But so I think it's one of those three. I'll go with Nittany Lions.
All right, Calvin, you got the next two picks.
Got Pac-12. Got
SEC.
And so you've got G5s, Wilds, and Big Ten ACC.
I'm not picking a group of 5 this early. I don't know any group of 5 teams.
I think outside of Tulane, I don't think any group of 5 teams should be going this early.
Yeah. Is Coastal Carolina still any good? Because I know they were good.
I mean, they got
okay.
what's his face back? They got
Grayson
what's his face
McCall
back.
still back.
I know
Grayson
Mac
McCall,
schools, so that's about all I know though.
Mac school, the Mac is pretty bad. So
Well,
Maction's not
I don't
special.
know. Are we going for overall wins, or are we trying to get like bowls and stuff too?
so it's
If
wins,
there's a team
bowl
that I
wins.
think,
It's wins, bowl wins, and covering the spread.
Okay,
Those
there's some teams in the MAC that I think are gonna like run the table.
Mm-hmm.
But,
I can name one, but I mean, you also still got 3 Power 5s.
yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go ACC, and I'm gonna take Clemson because just like good football school. I feel like I don't need to overthink that. Defense is always great, so defense should be good too. And the other one, I'm gonna go Wisconsin. I'm not sure if they'd make it back around. The last good Big Ten team left, in my opinion. So
I honestly thought you were gonna go Nebraska there. Wisconsin's a better.
Wisconsin's a better.
I know you're high on. I know you're high on
Nebraska, but I'll give Nebraska a year. I'll take them in the first round next year.
All right, Mitch. Mitch, you got your next pick.
All right. Well, oops, that's not my mind. This is a. I gotta stop doing that. I'm going with. I'm waffling between 2 teams right now. I'm trying to think of which one I want to do. I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna take LSU. I'm gonna go SEC. I'm taking LSU. They've been they looked good last year with what's his face now, Brian Kelly at head coach. They looked pretty good last season. They still have Jaden Daniels at quarterback. They return a couple players from last year. Unfortunately, they play my Florida State Seminoles right at the beginning of the season, so that's not a good start.
You're getting a point regardless.
But yeah, LSU is a really good team. I think they'll at least compete in the SEC, and they definitely will have a good season. So I'll go with LSU.
All right, Sam. Who you got next?
Yeah, I've got LSU because Mitchell just picked them because that's the way this draft is going.
Both times it's come around, I have stolen a team right in front of Sam. Ouch.
I know. You're making me have to think. And last time I thought I picked TCU, so I don't like thinking. We're gonna go to the ACC, and I'm gonna pick a bit of maybe a dark horse in the division. I'm gonna go with North Carolina. Like Mac Brown, and so if he's still the coach there, I don't know. Maybe I'm so out of touch. I don't.
Oh no, he's still at UNC, and they still have Drake May too.
Exactly. So
and Serbinsky is pained. Serbinsky is so pained.
I was really hoping you would say Pitt and be a homer pick.
I was inclined, but
Ugh. Blech. All right. That really just threw me off now. Okay. Do I pick that? I don't want to. All these teams that I'd be picking are like reaches right now. But I mean, I guess we're to the point where we're already midway through the draft. I'm trying to rack my brain on who I think is going to be pretty good. That I haven't even looked at their schedule yet. Man, I'm stumped right now. I don't want to take Pac-12 because everybody else is taking their Pac-12 teams.
Yeah.
Do I go? Do I go? I don't want to take them though. I don't want to take them. We're gonna go. I don't want to put faith in them yet. We're gonna go. Why am I blanking on these teams?
It's late.
Yeah. Hang on. I need to look at all the teams just so I can like again re-rack my brain on who like I actually want to take. All right, so I think for my Big 12 team, I'm gonna take Kansas State, defending Big 12 champions. Got this draft's evil. They've got a returning guy in Will Howard who's who's been playing with their quarterbacks for a while now. So I think that's a good pick to take from him being. Yeah. Man, I really don't know where to go from here. You know what? I think I don't want to take from the same division. I don't think so. Let's you know what? Screw it. Let's do it. I'm gonna take Tennessee. It was one of my wild cards. As long as if Joe Milton can actually hit his receivers and not overthrow them, they're gonna be an amazing team. And I mean, they looked good in the Orange Bowl without him, with Joe Milton as quarterback. So I see no reason why they can't be a pretty good team. I mean, Josh Heupel's got a good offense, so you know what? I didn't want to take them, but I'll take Tennessee because right now
offense they run. They like putting those receivers way out wide.
Like they have had fast receivers recently.
Yeah.
All right, Sam, who you got next?
Okay, I forget what category does Notre Dame fall under.
They'd have to be a wild.
They would have to be. They're miscellaneous.
Independent schools.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Marcus Freeman's team. I'm gonna take Notre Dame. Take it for a bounce back year.
Okay.
All right, Sam goes with the Irish, and I'm up next. What do I do? I've actually had everything. I've actually had pretty much everything go as I had hoped for so far. So I'm actually really, really lucky right now. Do I go there? Yeah, I don't know what they're like though. I don't.
I mean, you've got Big 12 left, which I know Calvin's got a Big 12 left too. So, or you can start taking some of these wild cards.
I could. I need. I obviously need Group of 5 schools too.
Yeah.
Although most of those are
still
start
getting picked up.
You know what? I'll go for it. I'll take Oklahoma.
Okay.
I don't really know much. This is just a brutal draft for everybody.
I was not going to take them. I heard Oklahoma. I'm going Oklahoma. Oh, I'll wait.
He's already locked in the pick. He's locked in the pick. He's locked in the pick. You're fine, Calvin. You're fine.
Okay. No, I was gonna go Oklahoma State. So I heard Oklahoma and I was like, oh no.
Interesting.
No,
okay.
Which could be an but I don't trust Oklahoma for a second. I'm gonna be honest. And,
that's why I didn't take them. So I took Kansas State.
Yeah. So Texas would have been my ideal Big 12 team, but that was a little rich for me. It was that early, so.
Yeah.
I don't trust any other team in the division except for Oklahoma State, who runs a defense that I like very, very much, and it's defense that's always going to be good as long as they have good linebackers, which they're returning. I believe they're returning whoever was their Mike last year. But yeah, so defense should be good. If their offense can be anything good, they had a disappointing season last year, but they have pretty easy out of conference schedule, and that division's not crazy.
Yeah,
so I can see them at least putting up a good fight in it. But yeah, so I'm going them, and then I'm going Oregon State.
As your wild?
This is one of my first wild.
All right.
So they should be good. They're gonna have a quarterback battle because they have DJ
Ukulele. My dad just called him
Oh,
DJ
but-
Ukulele.
They have him. They returned their starter last year. They had a 10-3 season for the third time in school history, and then also have they have
Some other guy.
They have a good defense. They have a good defense.
Aiden, well, yeah, but they have Aiden Child, who I interviewed. He's an incoming freshman. And
okay.
He's going to be
Cool.
a superstar, so he could start as a
Nice.
freshman over Ooga. But
Ukulele.
yes, yeah, ukulele. Yes, those are going to be my next two teams.
Fair enough. All right, Mitch, what's your next pick? Where are you going?
That's a very good question. Well, while I'm also looking and trying to figure out what in the world I'm gonna do with my next pick, I'll link Calvin's channel up in the top right corner. Go check it out. Great stuff.
Great interviews.
Yeah, really awesome. Highly recommend. Cal, I have no clue where to go right now.
Where, Mitchell, if you go where I'm thinking about going, I'm gonna sue you for something.
I already got my game plan. So
I don't think I don't think our paths will cross on this one because I don't know if they're bowl eligible. Is James Madison bowl eligible yet?
I don't think they are. I think they still have to wait another year,
Okay.
which is stupid.
It is dumb, yeah. I think if you go down, then maybe, but not if you go up.
They were the best team in the Sun Belt last year. No, they won't be eligible to play in a bowl game again.
Kennesaw State, in
Which is
2
so
years.
stupid.
Cal.
Yeah, right.
And they can't play for the championship either because they didn't do that last year because they were the top team and I think wasn't it App State that got the bid instead of them?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
App State was 6-6 and didn't get to go in. No, it was Coastal Carolina and Troy. It was Coastal Carolina and
Troy.
Troy.
What was the
That
one
was a good
basketball team that got it on like a? There's like a basketball team that got into like the tournament on like a technicality and then
That was Fraley Dickinson. They technically lost their conference championship, but their opponent was not eligible.
Yeah, so they made it over. They beat Purdue. That's crazy.
Yeah, right.
I couldn't be a Purdue fan. I'd be too mad.
Oh man! All right, Mitch. Who you going with? You got a couple seconds. Give us a quick pick. Come on.
I'm not
Give us
gonna take too much longer. I would take James Madison if they were actually eligible, but I'll go with Coastal, I guess.
Coastal Carolina.
I so badly want to take James Madison, but if they're not eligible for a bowl or a championship yet, then that's not really worth it. So Coastal Carolina it is.
All right, Sam. Who you going with?
I don't think I picked who you wanted that time, or did I actually take who you wanted?
I did have them last year, though. I remember. I don't believe I have an SEC team yet, do I? I can't see that.
You do not know.
Okay.
You need one.
For that cause, I'm going to go to the opposite of North Carolina. I'm going to go South Carolina. I do know that I looked this up before saying anything. They do still have Spencer Rattler at quarterback, and he absolutely tore it up last year. And so I can end up being another, probably at least the third place team in the SEC East. So, yeah.
Okay. My team. Well, I don't know why I was so worried. I'm just pretty sure my two teams were gonna get to me. All right, give me my boys at Troy for my second G5 team. They were the winners of the Sun Belt last year. Amazing standard defense, and then the pick that I was really hoping would fall. Oh my gosh! Thank you for Liberty as my final G5 team. Liberty as my final G5 team. I'm just cleaning my G5 slate out right now. The thing with Liberty, they play in a Conference USA that lost all of its good teams, brought up 2 FCS teams to play. So there are 2 FCS teams that just started in the FBS this year. No, they're next year, but they will be in the Conference USA. No, Sam Houston, and Jacksonville State, which I actually have both their helmets over here because they're from my father. for Father's Day tomorrow. Not Jacksonville State. They beat Florida State like 2 years ago.
No, I know. That's why not Jackson State. Or did I say
Yeah, I
Jackson
know.
State? No.
No,
I meant
but yeah, Jacksonville
I didn't even-
State and Sam Houston.
That's
Be
weird.
there for
that
my dad
Jacksonville
for Father's
State's-
Day.
I didn't even know they were D1.
They're FBS now, but they've got those two teams.
They've got.
I think they got UMass on their schedule. They have like the easiest schedule in football, so I'm gonna take them just solely off the fact that they're just so their schedule's easy. All right, Sam, who you got? You got three G5 teams.
I have a question.
Yeah,
I got.
Does it have to be D1 for the wild card?
yes. I mean,
Yeah.
technically no, but I'm not following it. I'm not following an FCS team, so actually no. We're going. Yeah, it has to be. Has to be.
Can't take
has
South
to be
Dakota
FBS.
State or
I was
North
going
Dakota
to
State.
pick Ferris State, but that would be.
Has to be FBS.
All right.
All right, Sam, who you going with?
Okay, I'm gonna go with my first G5 team. This one, we got a. No, wait, they're not a G5 team anymore, are they?
Were you gonna go with Houston, Cincinnati, or UCF?
I was gonna go with Cincinnati.
Cincinnati is a Big 12 team now.
Once again, this is showing my lack of following.
Hey, the conferences have shifted like crazy.
Next year,
I
I'm
like.
just
I think it's cool.
UCLA.
Next year,
for
this draft's gonna be
the Big
crazy.
Ten. No,
You're gonna take. Are you
actually-
taking UCLA as your wild card?
no.
Pencil it in.
I'm racking my brain on who even exists anymore. Let's go with let's pick random. Let's go with Memphis. They're
Memphis.
still
Okay.
they're still five.
Memphis out of the American.
Out of the American, yeah.
Fair enough.
They have a
All right.
slightly less division now, so it should
Yeah,
be
really,
more
they're-
competitive.
Their only two challenges really are Tulane and UTSA. All right, Mitch, who
Exactly.
you got? You got two
All
wilds
right.
and two G5s.
Okay, well, let me see. What do we have here? Oh, I could do them again. Yeah, I'll do them again. I had this team last year. I'll go with them again. I'm taking the blue field. I'm taking Boise State.
Ah,
I had the Broncos last year. I'll go with them again. Give me Boise State.
Has
Yeah,
no
alright,
one
fair
picked
enough.
Utah, or am I crazy?
No one's picked Utah yet.
I'm picking Utah as one of my wild cards because I can't believe that they
I-
made this far.
I was really hoping that they would slip to me. I was really hoping nobody would notice them as a wild card. That's okay.
So I was just like, I was expecting you to pick when you're like, okay, I was hoping they were gonna slip, and I was like, oh, he's totally taking Utah, and you didn't. So
I should have taken them over Troy. Nobody was gonna pick Troy. What am I doing?
yeah,
I out G5'd my mind. I mean, I love the Troy pick. Like, I'm happy with the Troy pick, but I kind
you
of
definitely would have got him at the end.
Calvin's
I
got
started-
3 Pac-12 teams.
I just wanted to kind of flex.
well,
Yeah, Calvin's got a lot of Pac-12
they
teams.
are wild cards to be fair, and odds are I'll get one of them right.
All right. Yeah, right. Calvin,
And,
who's your next team?
Probably should pick group of 5 here.
Yeah, you don't even have one group of 5 yet. No, your last 3 are all gonna be group of 5 teams.
Have I used my 3 wild cards just so I know?
Yeah, you have to do your last 3. They have to be group of 5 teams.
Yeah, because you don't have any yet.
That's exactly what I was going for. I wanted to stack up on Power 5. I don't know crap about any group of 5. BYU is they're Big 12 now.
BYU's
They're
Big
never
12.
group of
Yeah,
five.
BYU's Big 12.
I'm gonna take UTSA because that sounds familiar. I know they are. I know they're good. They're a top 25 preseason team, I believe. So
All right, UTSA.
Fair enough. Good pick.
UTSA.
All right, Mitch, who you
goes to- Yep. All right, UTSA goes to Calvin. Now it's up to me. I already got I got all the bases covered. I got 2 group of 5s now, so I just need 2 miscellaneous as well as 1 more group of 5
G5.
team. Which I don't know where to go with this yet. I'm trying to think of. Well, there's not anyone in the ACC that I want. Big Ten teams.
You got
Do I really-
Iowa.
Yeah, do I really trust them enough to pick them?
I mean, they're in a bad division, so that's my only thought with them is they're in a bad division outside of Wisconsin.
Man, I don't want to take too long with this. Oh, sure. You talk me
Just
into
take
it.
Iowa?
Yeah, you talk me into it. I'll take the Hawkeyes. I'll go
Good
with
pick.
the I'll go with the Cade McNamara led. Nope, I didn't. Not Minnesota. I wanted Iowa. I'll go with the Cade McNamara led Iowa Hawkeyes.
Fair enough. All right, Sam, your next pick.
All right,
Coming to the end of
back
the
to
draft
the
here.
group of 5. This team performed very well last year in the Mountain West, and they won a bowl game. I'm going with the Fresno State Bulldogs.
Fair enough. Though they do start at Michigan, so that'll be a fun start.
That's next year.
They start at
Oh,
Purdue.
yeah, that is next year. That's next year. You're right. You're right.
But
They
they do
started
start
Purdue.
at
So-
Purdue, and they don't have Jake Hayner, so that could be an issue.
Yeah.
So I have ACC, Pac-12, and wild card left. So I have ACC. North Carolina, Florida State, and Clemson have been picked. So that generally means I gotta go with my favorite, one of my favorite teams. Give me the orange.
The orange
I
of
didn't pick State this
Syracuse.
year, dang.
Give me Syracuse. They have like an easy schedule. My only other thought, it's like either Syracuse or Duke in the ACC, which sounds really weird. The ACC is really not that good outside of them, so we're gonna go Syracuse. And for my wild card, somehow went under the radar. I mean, Sam almost took them with his second pick, but then realized Max Duggan wasn't there. I don't care if Max Duggan's not there. With the 9th pick, with my 9th team, nobody picked TCU. Yeah, give me Sonny Dykes and TCU with my last wild card pick.
That's a good pick.
I'll definitely take TCU in the 9th round if nobody took them. So, give me TCU.
All right.
All right, Sam, your second to last pick.
All right, this one is another dark horse, and we're going back to the wild card. I believe I have one more.
Yep,
Yes, you
do
do.
have one more.
Yes, I do. This man, they got a lot of hype around them. Might even call them prime time. I'm
Oh,
going with the
dang it!
Colorado.
Come on! Now you take. There he goes. There's the pick right in front of me. There it goes.
Oh, you guys were debating that?
Yeah,
Oh.
seriously. I'm steering
Oh, have
way
you seen
clear of that
Shador
team.
Sanders throw a football? I watched that Jackson State title game. He was not that good.
What? in the
I
world?
just
he was
want them
throwing-
to beat Nebraska, and then I'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing that. I have more faith in Nebraska than I have in Colorado.
Oh my gosh, Nebraska!
I think-
Nebraska's gonna be really good in 3 years. You heard?
Don't get me
he's gonna
wrong.
Bring that back, that program.
I think Colorado can be good soon. I don't expect him to turn a 1-11 team into something. But I mean, I can't hate on it because it's a wild card, and that is the wild card of all wild cards. I can't hate on the pick. That's pretty good. All right,
To be
Mitch,
fair,
who you
though,
got?
the
for-
upside there is not as high as you'd think it is, in my opinion.
That's why
We'll
I
see.
wasn't taking him.
That's why we
We'll
play
see.
the games.
Well,
Exactly.
You're right.
That
You
was
are right.
exactly
Good
the
coach can
team
make a
I was
difference.
gonna take. So.
All right, Mitch, you got one G5 and one wild card left.
Yep, and now I have to rethink everything because Sam finally got me back and actually took one of the teams I wanted. So
Yay!
now I have to completely rethink my life here. Lovely. Yeah. So I already got. Well, I already have Boise. I already have Coastal. I don't want to go back in those conferences necessarily.
Yeah. You got one wild and one G5 remaining.
I don't have a team out of the American yet, actually. And those, all right, Memphis, Tulane, I think UTSA are the only ones gone. So, sure, I'll take North Texas. I think they're the ones that came out of the mountain,
Hey,
the
that's
other
really
side.
North Texas.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I'll take
Pick
the
a
Mean
Texas.
Green. I
I was
think
about
they're
to
the
say Angry
one.
Green Men, but I was like, wait, that's not the team name.
But yeah, I'll take North Texas. I think they're the ones that came out of the other side of the Mountain West last year. Now, of course, they're in the American. So I'll go with North Texas here.
They were in the Conference USA, and they were in the Conference USA title game against UTSA. I know too much.
I had the
Group of
completely
five for
wrong
my own good.
conference.
I have
I
too
don't think
much.
they're in
I
the
have
Mountain West.
I have too much knowledge of the Group of
Texas.
Five.
That's okay.
Calvin, you got your last two Group of Five picks.
Last two picks.
You're allowed to be wrong
First one,
here.
I feel like this was another one that went way under the radar. UCF, were they picked yet? Because I feel
They
like
They're
are
Big
Big 12
12.
now.
you're
They're Big 12
joking.
now.
Oh,
Nope. I do have
You're joking.
I do
That's
have a
stupid.
suggestion, but Sam also has a Group of Five, so I will have to be silent.
You should suggest it because I don't.
I mean, think weak conferences is all I'll say. Think of a weak conference.
USA.
I know.
Houston.
But okay, I'm gonna look up who's in that conference because I don't know who's in that conference.
There's one that could rival that I think would rival Liberty. The only team I think Liberty like genuinely can and might lose to in that
I'm
conference.
so mad UCF's in the Big 12. I did not know that.
Take Sam Houston. Take Sam Houston. No, I'm just kidding.
I will take my own team.
UTSA.
I mean, technically, you
Hey,
are
there's nothing
Sam.
that says
Okay,
you
the
can't
conference
Sam.
USA, the Liberty's not in that.
They
It
joined in
might be showing you last
2023.
year's. Yeah.
Oh, they didn't. Okay.
This is going to be
Okay,
their
guys.
first season.
Oh, okay. Utah, no. I already took
No.
UTSA.
UTSA is gone technically.
They're in
now.
the American
You're looking
now.
at the old years.
Whatever.
You're looking at the old
I'll look at
ones.
2023.
Yeah, the
They're
teams
a
in
West-
the
they're
CUSA
They're a
teams
Western.
are CUSA
They're a
is
Western team.
bruh.
I'm gonna take St. Joseph's. Oh, that's men's basketball.
But yeah,
That
CUSA
is-
is Western Kentucky, FIU, Mid Tennessee State, Utah, Louisiana Tech, Liberty, New Mexico State, Sam Houston State, Jacksonville State. That's a lot of states.
I'm
And
gonna
those aren't even. states.
take. Who's good? Coin flip. I don't know. I feel like FIU's good, but
Florida
Are you gonna pick-
International.
Are you gonna pick?
I'll take them. Sure. I don't know anything about them. I'm gonna take them, and then obviously I got to go Central Michigan for my final one. I got chips.
Hey, there you go.
Is FIU bad?
CMU.
FIU's like a bottom 5 team.
Oh well.
FIU won one game last year.
Well, you know what I always say. Florida teams are good, right? No, the rest of my teams are good. I don't care about that.
Fair enough. All right,
I like
Mitch.
my draft, except I hate Group of 5 schools.
Mitch, give us your final team.
All right.
You got one more wild card. You can go
FIU
wherever.
Yep, I think that's how I did that the last time too. But yep, so I got one more wild card remaining, and I'm gonna go with Michigan State. No, I'm just kidding.
Can I have them as an add-on since I took the worst team in the country?
He's like, wait a minute, can I
You
like
took one of the
backtrack
worst.
and go get another good
I'll trade
team?
Michigan State for FIU or whatever the heck I just drafted.
Or whatever the heck.
You just add the
Alright,
win
alright.
totals together to get 6, because apparently that's gonna.
All right, Mitch, who are you taking in the wild card spot?
I'm thinking between a couple teams right now because my one wild card team is a Big Ten team. There's a lot of teams in the Pac-12 right now, so I don't know if I really want to go there. I'm gonna go. I don't know if they're gonna win it though either.
I mean, it's your 10th round pick. It's just a gamble at
is.
this
By you
point.
for crying out loud, you can pick who. That'd be like really good. That'd be really funny. I'm taking all the credit for that if they're good. Should
Yeah.
delete the hate section and then. Like, hey.
I'm thinking either UCLA or Ole Miss, or maybe even Texas A&M.
Ole Miss got Zachary Franklin. Oh, are you gonna do Texas A&M? Are you gonna go the high upside?
That's actually a good pick.
I'm doing it. I'm gonna go with the Aggies. They had such great talent. You know, they had all those different high end prospects last year. Absolutely none of them panned out, and so
To be fair, they're freshmen, so it's like
exactly. And a lot of them were incredibly undisciplined. So you know, maybe something turns around in year 2. Also, I think the true freshman quarterback last year is way better than the other two guys, and he'll probably be the starter.
Jackson Dart over Spencer Sanders. Oh wait, no, you're talking
that's Ole
Texas
Miss.
A&M.
I'm
I thought you
talking
picked.
A&M.
Why was I thinking Ole Miss?
But
right,
no, I'm talking
Sam,
about
who's
Connor
your last
Richmond.
pick?
Sanders is that Ole? Wait, I'm so that sentence confused me. Like Oklahoma State's quarterback?
Yeah, Spencer Sanders is at Ole Miss now.
I did not know that either.
That's why I was confused when you picked Oklahoma State.
That was the same.
I don't care because they have a good enough defense to like win games, but that's annoying.
That's
I
fair.
did not know that.
All right, Sam, who's your last pick?
I've been heavy
team.
NFL for the last few months, so I'm not in college mode yet. Because there's no film on them, so it's like
one more group of 5 for Sam.
Okay, Jacob, I think I figured it out.
Did you?
I might have. We'll find out. So I will build up the suspense. So this team,
please don't. Please don't. It's late at night.
It is my dad's alma mater. He went there in college, and they have a very tough game at the beginning of their non-conference schedule. And they are from the CUSA. I'm going with Western Kentucky.
There you go. That was the Bailey Zappi, that crazy air raid offense. They're by far the best. You just said they have a very hard opening game.
Oh,
they play
opening
South Florida.
Opening non-conference. They play Ohio State.
Yeah, Ohio State's a tricky one. But other than that, they play a bunch of babies.
Other than
all right,
that,
and then
that's the one I saw.
And you got one more miscellaneous, I think.
No, me. I hadn't picked my Pac-12 team.
Oh, you haven't?
So glad, Mitch. I am so glad you didn't notice that and out game theory me and screwed me and took UCLA. Oh my gosh, when you took Texas A&M, I'm like, he could have completely screwed me and I would have been stuck with like Washington State. But give me UCLA. For me, if it wasn't Oregon, USC, Washington, or Utah, I just really didn't care. I was going to take whoever, but hey, I ended up with UCLA. Bruins, right? So I could have taken Utah and saved Troy for last, but that's okay. All right, so to review, to end it, Jacob will have Ohio State, Syracuse, Kansas State, UCLA, and Georgia as his Power 5 teams, Tulane, Troy, and Liberty as his G5 teams, and Tennessee and TCU as his wild cards. Sam will have Michigan, North Carolina, Texas, Oregon, and South Carolina as his as his Power 5 teams, Memphis, Fresno State, and Western Kentucky as the G5s, Notre Dame and Colorado as the Wilds. We've got Mitch with Penn State, Florida State, Oklahoma, USC, and LSU as his big Power 5 teams, Coastal, Boise, and North Texas as his G5s, Iowa and A&M as his Wilds, and finally Calvin's draft, Wisconsin, Clemson, Oklahoma State, Washington, and Alabama as his Power 5. UTSA, FIU, and Central Michigan as G5, and Oregon State and Utah as his Wilds. That Utah
and Michigan State is the FIU edition to help balance out win totals.
FIU edition. All right, well, that is it. That is all the time we have for tonight. So, That's Mitch. That's Calvin. That's Sam. I'm Jacob. We'll see how this works. Hopefully, somebody can finally dethrone Mitch this year.
Well, it's all of us this time. So
He has
you got
Michigan,
I have a 25% chance.
Well, I got Syracuse, so they're gonna go 13-0 or 15-0 and win the national championship. So,
Obviously.
all right. Peace out, everybody.
Have a good night, everybody. Adios.